Okay, so this is the box that the EV100 comes in. I am really excited about this one because it's an evaporative model, and so with that you have the added benefit that it doesn't spray any bacteria or parasites or anything into the air. If you do a vaporizer, or if you do an ultrasonic kind, those spew all kinds of microbes into the air as well. You can look up the consumer reports on humidifiers. If you look that up on YouTube, you'll see the disastrous effects that the other ones can have, whereas these only spew out water. So it's the best in terms of health. And then so it just comes in here. I already got it out. Box is easy. And then I had it out. You take this off and unscrew this section here, and once this is unscrewed, easy to fill up. So for a while I was a stickler about something being top fill just for convenience, but over time I came to realize that what's actually more important is health. And if this is the only way that I can get that, then so be it. I'll keep looking around for that, but this serves the purpose really well. So you have it here, and once it's in, it starts chugging away and draining the water. So now it's in, it's all set up. Get the owner's manual out of the way and turn it on right here. And now it's immediately it's on high at a humidity level of 50. So you want to have your humidity between 40 and 60 on any kind of a humidity scale. You can easily get one of those on Amazon, just like a humidity measurer. I forget what it's called at the moment, but this right here is the humidistat, and that helps to regulate once it gets to 50 on the scale. And so the main purpose of that is if it's below 40, it's going to be too dry. You're going to start to get nosebleeds, upper respiratory infections is much more likely. There's so many things that happen when the air is too dry. And then if it gets over to 60, you're going to have to start having mold growth and things. That's the big one. I know there's more, but the main thing is you start to have mold and fungus growth, and and also your house will start to break down. Basically, like the condensation that is, whenever you have a glass and it starts to condensate, like the water starts to come out and you can find droplets on the glass of water. So the same thing starts to happen to your house. It starts to sweat. Basically, once it gets to where the humidity is much higher inside than it is outside, and at that point your wood starts to sweat and the moisture gets in there and you have rot. So that's why you want to stay in between those sweet spots of 40 to 60. You could fudge a little bit here and there, but that's where you're going for. And so that's why it starts out at 50 to begin with. It's just right there in the middle. So you could change it to low, auto, to where it will cycle on and off, and that's about it. We'll turn it off, and because you do have a wick with this kind of model. So with the ultrasonic, you don't have a wick, but you do have to buy distilled water for that kind. If you don't buy distilled water, then you're going to end up spewing a bunch of like chlorine and minerals and viruses, bacteria all into the air. But with this one, you don't need to do that. You don't have to worry about that. All you have to do is just continue to buy wicks. And so you probably need to buy a wick like once every couple months or so. So you just take this out. Here's a wick right here, and wicks usually go for about like 12 bucks. So that's it. After about 2 months, give or take, it stops working quite as well. And really with this model, you could probably just flip it over after a couple months. I mean, we'll see. I just got this one in, so we'll see how it works. But that's it. You just get a Vornado wick, stick it on there, and Is that it? That's it.